You have been made a fool of, I have been made a fool of, and we will all be made fools of again. But after today, I hope that we will be less foolish when we're going shopping. You know that little tag when it says it's made in Italy or something else that sounds really fancy? That doesn't strictly mean that the whole item is produced in Italy. The fabric can be bought from somewhere else, the pattern making and the cutting can be done in another country. It just strictly means that the finishing assembly has been made in that country. So unless you go to the website and do a little bit more research, this tag is only really there to make you spend more. Also, just because an item is produced in a country, that doesn't ensure quality, because there are great pattern makers and seamstresses and whatever factories in all parts of the world. So don't be too snotty.
Like you with your Swedish strawberries.
Made in Lithuania. I have no idea what I think. Is Lithuania fancy or not? Vilnius, where you at? Before we continue, if you want to outsmart a system, here is a great little tip from our lovely sponsor ShopTagger, the app that helps you keep track of your wish list and let you know whenever one of your dream items goes on sale. Often it's great to have a bit of patience when we go shopping so that you can get great quality but without killing your wardrobe. Let me show you. This little acne dress I just bought last week because ShopTagger told me it was on sale. It used to be £290, I got it for 174.
That's a bargain.
I also recently bought these lovely mules from Nanushka. They used to be 390 euros. I got them for 226 euros, but I just checked with ShopTagger and they are now 155. Should have waited, but maybe they don't have my size now, who knows. Both of these items I had been eyeing all season, and as soon as the price was reduced, I snatched them. So it wasn't like an impulse sale thing, it was a thought through bargain hunting purchase. And I really love both of them, so I'm happy I did the investment. So how do you use ShopTagger? First you download the browser button and then you just go to your favorite online store and save the item that you want to buy, and then you can get push notifications to your email or your phone when the item you want is on sale or when it comes back in stock. You can also save the items to different wish lists, like I mentioned, so they're easy to find again and keep organized. So go ahead and click the link in the description if you want to download ShopTagger. It is completely free. I use it all the time and it's so valuable if you want to become a more conscious and thought through shopper. Let's get back to it. Often fashion brands try to trick us to believing that something is good quality when it's not, by adding a ton of detail to an item. For instance, adding zippers or sequins or prints or just like a ton of stuff that will hide just how poorly made the item is. Compare these two items. This is so simple that if you make any type of mistake, it will show instantly, so it really has to be good quality to look good. Compared to something with print and a lot of like detailing going on, it's much simpler to hide flaws on this dress. I'm not saying that this is flawed, this is actually good quality, but whenever you go for something that is more like bedazzling and shiny and has a lot of details, just really check the quality. How are the seams looking? Is everything okay before just being bedazzled by the shiny stuff? David's tea is more oat milk than tea. It is beige. Studies have shown that if you get distracted while you're shopping, you will do more impulse buying and spend more than you would have if you stay focused. So shops will try to trick you by playing loud music or like putting items in a place in the shop where it's not supposed to be, so that you like get a bit confused. That way they get you to spend more. So keep this in mind whenever you're buying inside a shop.
When I used to work in a supermarket...
Oh, here we go again. David's supermarket stories, number 283.
We had something called a wallet opener just in the beginning of the store. A super cheap product that we were losing money on, but just so that people would buy something so that they then would... Yeah, to start them buying, basically.
That is sinister.
Yeah, it was actually my idea.
No.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
You
Yes.
told me this?
I've told you this 100 times.
Yeah.
The store I worked at asked for ideas.
And you were like, what is the most sinister thing I can think of? This is an important one. When shopping online, look at the model. because obviously models will pose, there's nothing wrong with that. If you see like the movement of the garment or a model looking really cool, it can be inspirational. But before you purchase anything online, since you can't try it on yourself, make sure that you see a photo of the model really straight up and down, showing what the garment looks like. So many times when I online shop, I see that there only are photos like this of the model, or like in really weird angles, or like leaning over, and you never get to see the item straight on. That means that the item doesn't fit the model, because if the item fitted, you would see a straight up and down photo to see the clothes. So they're trying to trick you into believing that the item has a great fit when it hasn't.
Okay, I've seen stores that do short videos.
That is excellent.
That is really good.
But the thing is, the model is paid for showing off the clothes and the nice fit. If the item doesn't fit the model, it sure as hell will not fit you. Another trick that involves music is for more like luxury high-end shops. They will use anything that will create a luxury sensation for you, like calm music, like classical music or jazz. They will give you a nice drink when you come into the shop, or a small piece of really fancy chocolate, all to get you into that state of mind of luxury, because they know that if you are in that state of mind, you will treat yourself, you will feel like you deserve the good things in life, and you will spend top money in that shop. So the small amount of money they spend on a piece of luxury chocolate when you arrive, you will give back 20-fold, because you will spend so much more. Kombucha, anyone? I need to go buy a Chanel bag. One way I think we've all been tricked once or twice is by the snotty salespeople. This is also more for like luxury or high-end premium kind of shopping, where the salespeople are so snotty and look down on you to such a degree that you feel so inferior, and all you want to do is please them and be part of their exclusive club of like really snotty people.
But sometimes it can go the other way, like when we went to that restaurant Cookies and Cream in Berlin, and they're super snotty. The worst restaurant in the world, according to me. Then we just feel like they're assholes instead.
Yes, but I do believe that in most scenarios, for most people, if the waiter or the salesperson is snotty to you, making you feel inferior, you will spend to show that you are one of them. This is something that we can really be aware of. If someone is treating you rudely, just close that wallet up like a clam. Another trick is the scarcity illusion, where fashion brands tell you that something is super exclusive, limited edition, so buy now or you will miss out. Examples of this is like Supreme with their limited edition drops, or H&M when they do designer collabs, for example. Here's the thing though. H&M, 2 weeks from now, they will come out with a ton of new shit. There is no such thing as scarcity when it comes to these kind of, By the way, why don't you buy our limited edition merch? It's about to sell out.
It's not limited edition, and it's not about to sell out.
Cheaper than Supreme. Look at this shirt. Say that you see this in the shop and it is £30. What if it said that it used to be £75 and now 30? How much more likely are you to buy it if it had a much higher price before?
A lot more likely.
A lot more likely. This is where the fake sale comes in. Clothes that are meant to be bought at £30, but for a day or so when it comes into the shop, it was 75. No one will buy it at 75, and the day after it arrives, they will turn it down to 30. And you can see this a lot in shops where a lot of stuff is on a reduced price when it's not even on like a sale season like Christmas or summer.
There's a lot of that in tech.
So lots of that in tech.
Yeah,
Used to be
TVs and
blah blah
stuff.
blah. Yeah. It is fake. Don't believe in it. Do your research, because the fake sale is here to stay and we need to be wise about that.
Also, I'm not saying that Weekday does this.
No, about this regular priced, but I would have been even more likely to buy it if it was reduced. What have you learned today, babe?
Oh, I've learned not to be screwed around by fake brands.
But you will be screwed around by them. Because as soon as we realize that they're tricking us, they come up with new tricks. It's more about being aware that we're being tricked and taking the time to think about purchases instead of just impulse buying.
Have you guys ever been fooled?
Yes, have you guys ever been fooled? Have you heard of any other tricks that fashion brands use to trick us except for the ones that I talked about today. Let's get this discussion going because we need to educate ourselves and each other. Do you like these kind of videos? Do you want me to make more of them? I have one recent about my anti-haul, like the stuff that I won't be buying this season. I won't be tricked by trends and stuff, and what I will be using instead. So if you haven't checked that one out, I will leave it in the cards and in the description, so go watch. Otherwise, see you next week already if you are subscribed, so go ahead and do that, don't miss out. Love you guys a lot, and puss puss, hey-do!
But I guess hers is real.
Yes.
It's not permanent.
No.
Permanented.
It's not fermented.
Her hair is fermented. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Sustainably Vegan has fermented hair.
She has faked her hair by fermentation process.
Yes.